Yeah, so we have no power. There was a tornado that came through here last night. Super, super bad. It destroyed a good, like, half of our town. And so we're going to be without electricity for quite some time, I think. So, in lieu of doing a live stream tonight, I guess I'm going camping in the mail Jeep. In the mail Jeep. Well, we just arrived. Well, I just arrived where we're going to be camping for the evening. Gonna get the old Jeep here moved to its spot for the night and get things set up. It's supposed to get kind of cold this evening, but I think we'll be all right. Well, Jeep's parked. I gotta get seats put down, and we've got to get all of this stuff organized in a way that makes some sense. We're gonna move the seat as far forward as it goes because I want as much room in the back as possible. Shelter is basically set up for the night. We're going to be making some delicious Nathan's hot dogs. Simple. You go camping, you need hot dogs, right? We got this single propane burner. That's what I'm going to use to cook on. We got our pot. We got our dogs. We have no water. I gotta go get water. But not quite ready for dinner yet. There's a surprisingly large amount of space in the back of these vehicles. Like, I'm a little over 6 foot tall and I can almost comfortably lay down on the back of this. Almost. It's not quite, but we have power. So I will be able to charge my phone here, my laptop, anything I need. I've got power. This is gonna be great. I'm gonna have a blast tonight. I've just got this wire here, ran up into the Jeep here. Don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's cracked open just enough to allow the wire in. Hopefully this thing here keeps any rain that might come tonight out of the vehicle. We shall see. Okay, shelter is completely done at this point, so let's give you guys the tour. Shoes off. I don't want mud all over the back seats, the back of the seats, or the sleeping bag. So the shelter is complete. Here we go. Got my Peep. That thing is really nice. It's a really nice pillow. It's giant, super, super plush. Keeps my head elevated just the right amount. We got our pan ready to go. This, I'm way more excited about this than I should be. Check this out. So, I've got this attached to the door handle, dude. I listen to ASMR videos when I go to sleep, and it's nice to have a place to put my phone where I don't have to hold it while I watch the videos. It's quite literally just attached to the door handle there. Yeah, man. I look out of my little abode here, and this is all I can see. Just trees and nature. There is the potential that we're going to be having a bit of a fire in one of those little metal fire pits for like the back of your deck, because everything is so wet and so gross from the rain last night that yeah, I don't know if we would even be able to get a fire lit out here in the fire pit. We do have one out here. It's pretty large too. Yeah, there's the remnants of the fire pit after the storm. That wall used to extend quite a bit further, as you can see, but it has seen better days. We need to redo it. I bought this light from Walmart like 4 years ago, right after me and Darcy first started dating. We started camping together. This thing has held up remarkably well. We use it every time we go camping, and we go camping, or we used to go camping quite a bit. We don't do it as much as we used to. But it's got a flashlight, it's got an SOS light, it's a lantern, it's got magnets, dude, so you can take it, and it'll stick to metal. Yay, like magnets should. But it's actually super handy to have like this. We lost power last night after the tornado went through the middle of our town. Everybody's safe. I guess I should preface the story with everybody is safe. Nobody got hurt. At least not in our town. I think there were probably some people in other towns that may have gotten hurt. Yeah, me and Darcy were very, very fortunate with this particular storm that came through, because it could have been really bad, man. If it had started, I would say 10 to 15 minutes earlier, like the tornado itself had started 10 to 15 minutes earlier, it absolutely would have went straight through our house. Because immediately on the other side of our neighborhood, you can see the track where this tornado went through. And it was close. We're very fortunate. We're very, very lucky. So, like I said, making the best of the situation. Don't have power, but we can survive, you know, without power for a little bit. Her dad has power. He lives in a different town than we do. So, he got a little bit of the weather, but he didn't get nearly as much. But that is the plan for this evening, is to just hang out with Darcy for a little bit, maybe out here. Cook some hot dogs, watch a couple movies, maybe play some video games. Unfortunately, I can't stream. I mean, I might be able to, I don't know. Don't have much cell service out here. But this is nice, man. This is going to be a really good little camping trip. Just a one-nighter. But I'm cozy, I'm comfortable. This sleeping bag that I've got, this two-person sleeping bag is so warm and so comfortable. I love this thing to death. We've had it for years, and I actually don't even know what the rating is in terms of its temperature rating. We have slept in some pretty cold weather with this thing, and never once have we had any kind of problem staying warm. Usually it's the opposite. We get too hot. So I have good hope, you know, with the Jeep and the sleeping bag. I think I'll be fine. We're going to plop the shoes back on and see if we can't go hunt down Darcy. Yeah. That's the wrong foot. Shoes. The ground is very wet still. Well, it's almost 7 p.m. and the temperature is definitely dropping. But there's something that I have to show you guys before we lose all the daylight here. Pretty cool. Sometimes we'll take this little boat out on there. It's seen better days. We'll take it out here and get some fish further out in the middle of the pond. But yeah, it's one of my favorite things about this property. But enough of the lake there behind me, or the pond rather. The wind's picking up. We have an extreme wind advisory until 1 a.m. So I think it's time to get into the Jeep and get comfy. Got the glass opened here above my head to keep me dry while I cook food tonight. So I'm literally just gonna set the camp stove right here and make some hot dogs. Unfortunately, one of my bottles of water has sprung a leak. So this will be one of the first things I use. But in terms of cooking the hot dogs tonight, I'm going to wait until Darcy makes her way out here, because she's going to come hang out with me while I make dinner, and she's going to eat with me. We're going to eat out here. And then after that, maybe climb in the Jeep, watch a few movies, drink some delicious Gatorade, some Canada Dry. Just good stuff. Love ginger ale, dude. It's so good. So good. I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with my shoes tonight, because like I said earlier, I don't really want them in the back of the vehicle. Just simply because if you look, the ground is pretty muddy, pretty gross still. I don't really want to have to clean the back of my vehicle out, so I've come up with a solution. It's like a built-in shoe locker. I'm going to take that guy out and shove him in there. That can go in the floorboards up front. Then I'll have access to my shoes in the morning without having to like somehow climb into the front, and they'll just be here instead. That should work just fine. So this is what I was talking about earlier when I was talking about how I love these little lights. Check this out. It's like the perfect little desk lamp, dude. And then I could just stick my phone right in here. And yeah, super nice. I mean, you know, they don't like to stay too well, but how awesome is this? Welcome to Casa de Matthew. It's gonna be a really cozy night tonight, guys. Really, really cozy. A chill has most definitely crept into the air at this point. It's not too unbearable, but it is noticeable. I think it's time to close the glass. Well, it's officially gotten dark enough that I need the light on. It's very dark out, and I'm gonna probably end up needing to use that little heater. I've got it strapped into the front seat so it can't really move or touch anything. The intake is completely clear of blockages as well as the vents, so I really shouldn't have any issues with it. But I'll have to keep an eye on it for the next couple hours and see what we got going on. Okay, so Darcy has joined me.
Hi.
And we're getting ready. Yeah, like I said earlier, Nathan's. We got a pot. Mm-hmm. We've got a propane cylinder. And we've got a stove. This stove is awesome. We've been using it for years. And I love this thing. It's just a single burner screwed onto the top of this guy. And this guy sits down inside this guy, like so. And it's got these little feet that pop out on the bottom.
For stability.
For stability! It's greasy. It's covered in grease. We should probably wash it. But, yeah, I'm gonna get to this cooking hot dogs. I'm excited. I haven't had hot dogs in a while. We had to make a trip to Dollar General for buns. So, get this on here. as straight as possible. There we go. For those wondering, by the way, we do have good ventilation. We've got the entire back open here, right above where we're cooking. We're leaning a little bit. This is that bottle from earlier.
What happened? Did it just get squished by one of the dogs?
I'm not sure, actually.
Probably.
Starting to get some little bubbles. We're getting close. It's hot. Be bad if it spilled now.
Is it boiling?
Mm-hmm. How am I getting them out of the boiling water? Alright, so it is time to make the dogs. Darcy, here is your plate. Matthew, here is your plate. Thank you. Unfortunately, we have very little in way of toppings for my hot dog. We didn't get mustard, so I'm just having ketchup. Not a very exciting meal for tonight, but it is a meal. I will not be hungry, and that is the important thing. I will not go to bed hungry. One of these is yours, dear.
Oh, thanks. These buns smell really good.
Yeah, they do.
They smell good.
They smell.
They feel.
They smell really buttery.
Fresh.
Those are very hot dogs.
Can't wait to eat one.
Is that sarcasm?
No, I'm hungry for actual food. I'm gonna laugh if it just
Full disclaimer,
You detest those.
I hate the lid on ketchup. I hate it. I absolutely detest it. Why do they design the lid this way? It always gets stuff everywhere. And you can never get the amount of ketchup that you actually want on your dogs, dude. It like gushes out. This one did okay though, admittedly.
The fuller it is. I can eat my dog.
We got the most boring, bland hot dogs in the world ready to go.
But they're Nathan's.
Mm-hmm. Not bad. Sauerkraut. Wish we had sauerkraut. That little flavor it adds. I can almost, if I really try, I can almost imagine they have that taste to them.
You cook them in sauerkraut. You rinse them off in the sink, and then you put ketchup and stuff on them.
They absorb some of that juice, so it's a subtle flavor. With the sauerkraut actually on the dog, it's too much.
No.
There's too much flavor. It overpowers everything else. I like to have the taste of sauerkraut there, but not the... Also, the texture of sauerkraut is just awful. It's like slime. Not too bad. Not too bad. It's not too heavy on there. If you're wondering how we are able to get in and out through the back here when you're inside, there's a little pass-through. You just got to kind of reach your hand in here, hunt for the latch, and just push the door open. Which allows me to then also close the glass. And the door. Without ever stepping foot outside. Darcy's laying here falling asleep in my deliciously comfortable Jeep.
I'm not falling asleep.
Well, I'm by myself again. Just got done walking Darcy back to the house. It started snowing. It's insane the weather we've had recently. 79 degrees one day, 32 degrees the next day. You never know what you're going to end up with. Alright guys, I'm getting ready to go to sleep. We will catch you in the morning. Night. Good morning. It is about 9 o'clock. I slept in. I slept good. It's a little chilly in here this morning. That's only because Darcy came in and opened my damn door and woke me up. And now it's cold. It's so cold. Oh, it's so cold in here now. Kinda. Not really. It's not too bad. It is making it difficult to climb out of this nice toasty sleeping bag, though. That I will say. But we gotta get out of here. Gotta get unhooked. And gotta go get some breakfast. Because we still don't have power. So let's get this day started. So while I slept okay last night, check this out. I'm gonna have to get a mattress pad for in here, dude. This little hole in this ridge right here was digging into my back all night. So I've got some ideas for turning the interior of this vehicle here, this back, into some kind of like really mini camper, because it is big enough in here that, yeah, I think I've got some ideas for this. So maybe in a future video you'll see me building something and we'll go camping again. There we go. Oh, my shoes. It is much colder this morning than it was yesterday. I'm just sitting in the Jeep at this point, kind of de-thawing my frozen fingers. I picked up the extension cord I was using last night, and it was just completely soaking wet and freezing cold. So my hands are wet and cold now. Did you enjoy your stay at your dad's house?
I did. It was a nice little vacation. I'm packing your deodorant.
Thank you. Not yet. Yeah, look at this view.
This room would be really, really warm.
Look at that view. The screen kind of ruins it, but
Open the
man,
window.
that is nice.
Huh?
Hey,
What?
what are we about to do?
Eat?
We're about to go eat breakfast. I'm so hungry. I ate pancakes and stuffed hash browns. It looks really gross, but it was very, very good. Darcy had hash browns.
And eggs.
And eggs and pancakes. Good pancakes. Really solid. You enjoying your dinner? Breakfast? Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back in the Jeep. We are finished eating. And I think that's going to do it for this this video. Let me turn this a little bit so you can see Darcy enjoying her gooey butter cake. Enjoying her gooey butter cake.
Mm-hmm.
If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to leave us a thumbs up. I would appreciate it very much. And if you want to see more of this craziness of me sleeping in my car, make sure you sub to the channel. But with that being said, thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.